I want to talk to you guys today about finding planner piece, the elusive planner piece that we're all searching for. Now, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I don't know if I found planner piece. I'm happy with the system that I'm using right now, but I just want to kind of share with you guys the journey that I've been on, all the different planners that I've tried, what I've done, and how I've kind of come to have a bit of peace of mind about my organization system at the moment. So let me first say that I used to be a lot more at peace with the planners that I was using before I got involved in this crazy planning community. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad about the community. I love the planner community. I love being a part of it. But the thing that I have noticed is that I get distracted easily. So being in these groups and on Instagram and seeing all these beautiful pictures that people are sharing, I see all these different things that I want to try. Now, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I have noticed that I'm not as happy with what I'm using because I'm always seeing something that I like better. I'm not trying to make any social statements here, but I do think that there is a lesson to be learned, especially with myself, you know, a lesson of being content with what I have. And really the things that I have, there's nothing wrong with them. They are all beautiful and they're all systems that would really work. So that was kind of a big lesson for me on this path to planner piece. Knowing and understanding that there will always be something out there that is prettier or better or new that I want to try, but knowing that I don't always have to do that. The flip side to that was also allowing myself to change my mind and to be flexible and to realize that part of my personality is just that I enjoy planners and calendars and I like to have different things, and I also actually really enjoy trying different calendars. So I kind of had to balance those two ends of the spectrum and to realize and allow myself to try different things, and if something wasn't working for me, to not be afraid to try either a different size or something like that. So, you know, I do think it's a balancing act. On one hand, we want to be happy with what we have, but on the other hand, allow yourself the room and the flexibility to try something different if that's not working. Along those lines, I think, is the idea of seasons. As I mentioned to you guys in my organization series at the beginning of this year, I very much operate in seasons of my life. And so for me, understanding that a system that I have in place for one season might not be right for the next season of my life. I might need to add a planner or a different book or something like that. So again, allowing myself the flexibility to change my organization system as the seasons of my life change as well. So when I'm starting to feel a little bit of discomfort with my planner system and realizing that I'm not really at peace with it, the first thing that I do is go back to basics. And for me, that is always a very simple spiral bound planner. I always like to just go back to this because it's clean, it's simple, and it allows me to really just go back to the essential aspect of all of this, and that is being organized and planning. So when I kind of get caught up in the outside exteriors of things, you know, which book I want to have or what stickers I want to decorate with or whatever it is, when I kind of get caught up in all of that, I feel that it's important to just kind of go back to basics and start fresh and clean. So at the beginning of the year, I always buy one of those really simple, inexpensive planners from Walmart and just kind of have those on hand. So if there is a time where I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with this planner thing, then I can just go back to that and work in that book for a little while until I'm ready to kind of try the next thing. I'd also recommend trying things that you never thought that you'd like. For me, I always believed that I wanted my calendar to be separate from my whatever ring-bound system I was using. But this latest time that I kind of switched things up, I put my calendar actually back in my Louis Vuitton agenda, and I'm loving it. I always thought that I wanted my calendar to be separate and to be in a spiral-bound system, but I'm so happy with my calendar being in here. And again, that was something that I never thought I'd like, so I just kind of allowed myself to try that, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Another thing that I would suggest is trying different sizes. I always thought that I was a personal size, but I really enjoy the A5 as well, especially for work or for things that require more room. I love that size. So again, try things that you never thought that you would want. If you've always been an A5 girl, maybe try a personal size or the other way around. If you've always been a ring-bound girl, I suggest that you try spiral-bound planners. You never know, you might really like those a lot. And there are several ways to customize them. I know that's always the argument against spiral-bound planners, is that they're not as customizable, but I found for me that they are just as customizable as a ring-bound planner. I do have some videos on those, so I'll link those down below if you'd like more information. The other thing I'd suggest is to look at pictures. So Instagram, Pinterest, anywhere like that. Look at pictures and see, what do you really like? Maybe you think that you like something, again, along those same lines, but in reality, you're not really giving yourself a chance. So check out different pictures and see if there are things that you like. And along those same lines, look at your aesthetic. What do you like in your home? That should translate into your planner as well. Whatever your style is for other aspects of your life, in your closet, the clothes that you wear, your car, whatever, the colors that you like, all of those things should translate into your planner as well. Your planner is most likely something that you're using every single day. You spend a lot of time working in that book. It's supposed to be a tool to help you to be more organized and productive and efficient and effective. So if it's something that you are using so much, it should be something that you enjoy and that you love. And it should be a reflection of your personal style, just like your clothes or your home or anything else is. So try to make your planner or your organization system reflect your style and match up to the things that you love in other aspects of your life as well. One small example I can tell you guys, I was kind of not happy with my system. I've been using my Louis Vuitton agenda and have been really happy with that, but there was just something about the pages or the inside, just something I didn't like, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but something was just really off. Well, I started to look just through my Instagram account and just look through some of the accounts that I really love to follow, and I noticed that all of them are very white and clean. I know this is nothing new, this is my style, you guys know I've liked this for a while, but as I was looking through these pictures on Instagram, something clicked, and I realized that I like this white style so much, but the pages inside my agenda did not reflect that. In fact, the pages were just a big mishmash hodgepodge of notepads that I had just kind of cut down and hole punched. I had different colored pages that I had just punched and put in there, and I realized that that was really kind of aggravating me and I didn't really like it. So I just ended up getting a ream of white printer paper, cutting it down to size, punching it, and putting it in my planner. And that small little change has made me so incredibly happy. I just love being in there now and looking at those white pages. And it took me a minute to figure out that that was really what it was, but it was something that clicked as I was looking through Instagram. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind, and as you're looking around on the internet or wherever you are, just kind of look for clues that would help you to translate into your planner. The final thing I can tell you is to jot out your sections. So I will just have a piece of scrap paper and I'll just kind of make a list of every single thing that I want to keep track of in my planner. Now this is for ring bound planners. I will write down everything that I want to keep track of, and then I'll look and see how I can group them and what things in my mind make sense to go together under one section or one divider. Now I never write anything on my dividers because I like to move them around so much, but you can also write on your dividers with one of those erasable pens or write on them with a removable sticker or something. So if you do want to kind of change your dividers around, it'll be easier for you to do that. So after you have a list of all the things that you want to include and you've grouped them together, make your sections and your dividers to go with that, but also again, allow yourself to be flexible, and if you find something isn't working, move it around. For me, I've always had a finance section, but what I realized is that I was only accessing that about once once a month when I was going to pay my bills. So I decided to move my finance section into my admin section, and that freed up an entire divider for me to use. So really the biggest thing I can tell you guys is to just be flexible, look around to see what your aesthetic is, and write things down. And above all, like I said, be flexible with yourself. Good luck on your journey to find planner piece. If I ever find the ultimate planner piece and stick with it for more than a couple of months, I will for sure keep you guys updated, but I hope that these tips that I've learned along the way are helpful for you. Please share whatever you've learned in the comments down below. I'd love to know your suggestions for finding planner piece and what your system is that's making you happy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I am using this solely for my morning routine as well as